Right then, welcome back to my channel, and today I have my Premier League predictions for the 2022-23 season. And let's kick off with the team that I think of finishing in last. Fulham. 20th spot, Fulham. I don't think they will do too well. As in previous seasons, they're a yo-yo team. They come back up, they come back down, they come back up all the time. And yes, Mitrovic scored a lot of goals last season, but I just generally don't think he'll do very well. Last time he was in the Premier League, did he do very well? No, it's a bit like Norwich when they had Teemu Pukki. Teemu Pukki did very well in the Championship, but he's not very good in the Premier League. So personally, I don't think he'll do too well. That's just my prediction. So yeah, they're in last place. Then a bit of a controversial one. I think Leeds. I think Leeds are going to come in 19th. I simply don't think that they're going to be able to replenish the sale of Phillips. I think Phillips was a very good buy for Man City, but I just don't think he's going to be replaced well enough. And last season they conceded a load of goals. They're going to really struggle. So yeah, that's it really. I don't think Leeds are going to do very well. And yeah, so that's 19. Now 18. Another controversial one. Everton. So Everton, as we all know, struggled last season, very much so. And their best striker, who isn't even that good in my opinion, Richarlison, has gone to Tottenham. So I feel like not buying anyone in place of him is going to be a bit of an issue. And even if they do, I don't think there's going to be too many players that are going to be wanting to come to Everton who are top level players, because the top level players are just going to think, well, Everton are either going to get bottom half or relegated, so it's not going to be a good sign. And I think their defence is quite dodgy. So yeah, Everton are going down. But there are plenty of other teams that are very close in the mix. Next in the mix, I'm actually gonna say I think Southampton are going to come 17th. Simply because they never really sign anyone good. What's going to keep them up is the fact that they've still got James Ward-Prowse, and he is a very good free kick specialist. I think that he'll keep them safe. So the likes of Stuart Armstrong, or the other Armstrong, both Armstrongs are rubbish. They've still got Shane Long, have they? I think, who's not even that good. They just don't have many world-class. They don't have anyone good. You know, you look at most of the top-tier teams, and you see at least one or two world-class players or very good players in the team. Them, I struggle to find someone who I think is going to really get them a lot of goals. So the fact that they've still got Ward-Prowse is a big bonus for them. Otherwise, I think they'd struggle a lot more. Now next, I'm actually going to put in 16th. I'm going to put Bournemouth. Now I think Solanke is going to have a better season than Mitrovic, which is one of the reasons why they're going to stay up. But they've also got Harry Wilson, and Harry Wilson did very well last season. I know, admittedly, Solanke and Wilson did well. It was in the Championship, but still, I feel like they've got just that little edge over the relegated teams to stay up. So yeah, that's basically what I think there. Not too much to say about Bournemouth other than the fact that they're going to be one of those teams that is just gonna survive, just about. Right, that was 16th. Now 15th, I'm actually gonna put Brentford next, simply because Brentford, yes, they've got Tony, who is very good, but the biggest issue, a lot of their goals were created by Eriksen in the back end of last season, which helped them survive. At one point, it didn't look like they were going to survive, and basically, now they've lost Eriksen to United, I don't think they've got it. I really don't think they've got it. It's a shame, because I wanted to see Eriksen stay, you know, but he's gone to Man United, and I think that's going to really cost them. I don't think they've got anything much that's going to really keep them high in the table, other than the fact that they've still got Tony, and they've got that who was the other guy? They've got an attacking midfielder or winger, I can't remember who it is, but someone who did quite well last season. So hopefully, you know, that's going to be just enough to keep them up. So that was 15, was it? Yeah, that was 15. So 14 next, and I'm going to go with Forest. Now I think Nottingham Forest have got a very good signing in Jesse Lingard. I think he offers a lot, and they've signed haven't they signed? They've signed Nico Williams from Liverpool, which is a very good signing. Me being a Liverpool fan, I know a lot about Williams, and last season when he did play, he was very good. So I feel like that's a very good signing. So so I think they're not going to be spectacular this season, but I think those two signings are gonna kick them forward to stay up. So in the last spot, this is 13th now. Who do I pick 13th? I think I'm gonna go Aston Villa. Aston Villa. I think Coutinho is very good on his day. I think Leon Bailey is very good on his day, but Bailey is very injury prone, and as we've seen, Coutinho had a long spells of the season where he didn't do anything last year. Tyrone Mings is a very good defender. Cash is a very good defender. Digne is a very good defender. I think they've got enough to stay up, but I don't think they'll do amazingly. They have got Gerrard, and I would like to see them finish a bit higher than this, admittedly, but I just don't think they've got it. So next, I think I'm going to go, it's between, I think I'm going to go in 12th spot. I'm going to go Brighton. They have lost Basuma, which is a big loss, I think. If they had Basuma, I think that would make all the difference. They have got that striker back, the German striker from wherever they loaned him out to in Germany, I think it was, or something, cool, wherever he went. But yeah, I'm interested to see what he does. But other than that, I think they exceeded expectations massively last season, and I think they won't do as well. But yeah, they've got some good quality, and they'll stay out comfortably in 12th. So 11th, I'm going to put. No, we're not going to do Wolves. We're going to do Crystal Palace in 11th. I feel like Crystal Palace losing Conor Gallagher back to Chelsea because he was only on loan is a big loss. He was very good last season. If they can get him back, that'll be a big bonus, but I doubt it. I think Chelsea will either keep him or I don't know what they'll do, but I don't think Crystal Palace will get him back. Mitchell did well last season. They've always got Zaha. So yeah, nothing spectacular, but I think they'll have just enough to comfortably stay up, and mid-table sort of thing is where I reckon they'll finish. Then I'm going to go with Wolverhampton Wanderers in 10th. So I think if Jimenez can stay injury free, that'll be a big bonus for them. There's all this hype around Neto next season. I hope Neto does well. They've got that Korean guy. Hopefully he can, Hwang Yi-chang, or however you say it. I hope he does well. So yeah, that's them. Right, 9th I'm going to go. 9th I'm going to go Leicester. Yeah, I'm going to go Leicester in 9th. Vardy, hopefully he'll stay injury free, because last season we all know he had a lot of injuries. Harvey Barnes and Maddison are very good players. Hopefully if they can perform well, then they can get some good goals next season. So yeah, again, not a lot to say about Leicester, but I feel like if they make a few more signings, then they could be pushing into the top 7, I think. But 9th, yeah. So 8th, I am actually going to go West Ham in 8th. I feel like West Ham. Who have West Ham signed? No one notable, I don't think. But Antonio. The problem with Antonio is he was a bit hit and miss at the end of last season, and plus he had a few injuries, didn't he? But they've got Rice. Rice is very, very good. They've got Jared Bowen. Bowen was outstanding last season. So they've got some very good players. And even, to be honest, even their defence was good. Zuma was good. So yeah. Next, I'm going to go 7th. I'm going to go Newcastle. Newcastle, obviously we all know they've got the takeover, a lot of money to spend, and they're spending it. You know, they've got Botman, they've got a lot of new signings. I feel like that they'll do well next season. Hopefully their owners and manager knows what they're doing and can really kick forward. And yeah, I hope they'll get quite high up actually. So yeah, that's that. Not a lot else to say really, other than I think they'll come 7th. They're quite comfortably. Now 6th, we're going to go Man United. Ten Hag, hopefully he knows what to do. Hopefully he can kick them on. This is just the beginning of his reign. I don't really rate their defence, as you know, I've said before. You know, they've lost Pogba, which, to be honest, wasn't really much of a loss. But you know, they have signed. They have lost Jesse Lingard, but they've signed a few players. So I think they'll get comfortably and sit. Right now, 5th spot is where I'm gonna put Arsenal. I just don't think they've got it in them to beat the other teams. But yeah, I really highly rate Smith Rowe and Saka. They're very, very good. Odegaard is very good. They have actually got a very solid defence. They've signed Zinchenko, which I thought was a bit of an odd one, but Tierney gets injured a lot, so he'll be a good replacement. Again, they've got a good defence. I like Tomiyasu. Ramsdale's a good keeper. Getting rid of Aubameyang and Lacazette is quite good, I think. I've never really rated Aubameyang since he left Dortmund, and yeah, so I think that's quite a comfortable spot for them. Nothing major. Right, 4th spot, we're going to put Chelsea. Having judged Chelsea by pre-season so far, they weren't all that in pre-season, were they? So yeah, but you know, Mount is a very good player on this day. They've got a very good defence. You know, Reece James is always very good, always very reliable. Losing Rudiger is a big loss, and from what I've heard, it looks like they might be trying to sign Koundé, however you say it, from, is it Sevilla, I think? That'll be a good signing if they get him. They've obviously still got Kante, but they just don't have what Liverpool, Spurs and City have, I think. I am going to put Spurs next. I think Spurs doing tremendous in this summer signings. They've signed Basuma. They're signing a few very, very good players. They've spent a lot of money, which is unlike Spurs, but you know, we know what Son and Kane can do. They've also got Kulusevski, who last season was on fire quite a lot when they played him. So I'm excited to see where it takes them, really. 3rd spot is very respectable for Spurs. You know, that's a big improvement, and honestly, if they keep up, then they'll be in contention for potentially maybe winning it in the next 5 years. I don't know with how good City are, but yeah. And sad to say it, I can't put Liverpool first. I've got to put Liverpool in second, because last season we were just unbelievably good. Just obviously not good enough to beat City. City were just levels above. But no, we've got a very solid team, and signing Núñez was a big thing. A lot of people don't rate Núñez, but I think he's a very, very good player. So yeah, that's going to be a great signing. And we haven't really signed too much else, and that's what's going to put Liverpool and City apart. I think we haven't signed enough players. If we get a lot of midfielder injuries, or like, because we've already had Oxlade-Chamberlain in pre-season get injured, if we get more injuries in midfield, then I think we could be quite screwed. And it also in defence, we need probably another defender or two, I'd say. But that's the only reason I'm saying Liverpool are not going to beat City. I think also City have, you know, as we all know, City have signed Haaland. City have got a lot of quality, and they got rid of Zinchenko, which I thought was good business for them. They might be signing Cucurella from Brighton, but yeah, Haaland is the biggest one. Haaland is just going to be miles above. You know, Foden's always good. Kevin De Bruyne's always good. You know, they've got Kyle Walker, they've got Cancelo, they've got a very, very solid defence. Edison's always good, so yeah, what more can I say? City are miles above, and everyone should know that, you know, there's no chance they're not winning. So yeah, that's my Premier League predictions. Let me know what you thought, and let me know your predictions down below, and also let me know other leagues that you'd like me to predict, because I predicted last season, I predicted quite a lot of different leagues, so I'm willing to do all the big top 5 other leagues. So yeah, any suggestions as to what you want me to do, let me know down below, and I will get them done for you. And yeah, until next time, I'll see you all later.